But I also want to take some of these knots out before putting her in the bath. If you do a little bit of ripping like this, it'll kind of help. And I'm going to come in with my brush and try to brush some of that out. I don't always do the brushing before the bath, but in this case I feel that I need to do at least some. So I'm just going to like rip, rip, rip. Try to separate those hairs. See, like that, I'm just ripping. If it's a mat that's stuck to her skin, it wouldn't work. But the mats are like in the ends here. So I'm going to kind of line brush here. I'm going to start at the bottom and just go round and round. Remember, just tap and pull away. And I'm just going up, 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 a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. Try that again. Do it again. Up, up, up. I have to be careful with her because I cannot touch her sides. If I touch her sides, she'll jump up, she'll yell. There's something about her belly that she just does not want to be touched. So there are specific ways I need to hold her. You're going to see me holding her differently than how I usually will hold the dogs. So I'm going to set this brush aside and clean it. Later on, after the groom, I'll give it a good clean. I don't want to come back in and brush her with the same brush that I used for her dirty hair, right? Turn slowly. She's very, very stressed about being touched. She's a very good dog, but anyhow. So I'm going to show you guys how I shave to give a schnauzer cut for this little girl, okay? So I'll come in with my 7 blade. We'll go right behind her ears here, or you can start off at the top because it's all going anyway. So I'm going to get this done on the sides. I'm going to show you one side, then I'm going to fast forward for the other side. Okay, so you can go in an X, come in this way, and come in that way, only on the top. I find that this blends the top very well than if you're just going down straight down. All right, stand her up under her bump. I won't touch her belly. Shave her tail. Underneath. And the tip. This is just the first pass. I'm going to give her her bath, and then she's going to get a second pass with this. So I come in and I scoop all of this out here. And she's kind of oddly shaped because she's older and she's kind of chubby around this area here. So I'm just going to come in and take some of that off on the sides here, just a little. And just a little off the top. I'm just going to fall right off the top right here. And we're going to come in and just drop right off the rib here. I'm dropping right off the rib. I'm not doing anything fancy with her. I'm going to come in and I'm going to show that shoulder just a little more. I'm dropping a little lower here. To her side. See, and down to the shoulder from here and down there. I could take more off if I wanted to, but the thing is because she's so round here, I want to leave a little bit of this here because it'll just curve in and be all bumpy and weird. She'll have a weird leg, so. Anyhow, I'm going to continue the other side. So at the neck here, I'm just going to create a small V, just a light V here, an inverted V, I mean. So it comes down, we see the shoulder come back up a bit, not a lot, just a bit, just to give it some sort of movement. All right, so the shading part on her body is all done. do the top of her head. I'm gonna go above her eyebrows here. Take that off. We're gonna do her sides here. From the opening of the ear, I'm gonna come right underneath, and I'm gonna stop right at the eye. This is all coming off. This, all around her eye, I'm just gonna keep this and take all of this off over here. All of that inside. And remember guys, this is just the first pass. So we'll do a better job after. So we're going to do her ears. Her ears have been cut. She's an older dog. We don't do that here anymore in Canada. We don't cut the ears or the tails, which I'm so happy that we don't. But she's an older dog, and she has that. So on the ears, I hold the ear flap and I go away from the side, never coming in this way, just away from the flap. And I actually prefer doing this with a 10 blade, but I just want to take some off right now. So, okay, bath time. So as I was saying, she doesn't like that we take, you know how we usually pick up a dog, we'll pick them up from the belly or, you know, around. But with her, I need to pick her up like this, from her bum to her chest, like that. She's scared, but this spray doesn't make noise. It's just a light mist, okay? Just a light mist. Put a little bit in this spray. It just helps with the tangles. It's like a leave-in conditioner. I'm gonna brush her. See if there's any knots. So I'm going to be cutting around her foot from underneath, but I'm not going to come in too close because since her leg is going to be a little larger than what I usually do, I'm just going to take less off. But I'm still trying to stay as flat as I can with my scissors. Okay. Because usually I'll come in right at the edge. That's for when you have a shorter cut. She has longer hair on her legs than what I usually do, so I'm just gonna try to stay as flat as I can, and I'll finish it off on the table also, so take all of that out. So I shaped her leg, and now I'm going to come in with the blenders, and these are the aggressive blenders. And I'm kind of going to blend that in. I want the leg blend in like this, see? Come underneath here, I'm going to take a little bit of that off, just a little bit, about a centimeter. More if the client asks for more. And I just got to come back in many times to come see what's not working. Your blenders are your best friend. Seriously. They'll help you get a better job done. You don't see so many scissor cuts when you're using your blenders. It's your best buddy. Underneath here, round this out in. See, the way I like to do it is I like this whole part here, you know, to blend in nice, and then you got your skirt that'll start here. You know, whether I'm doing this the standard way or, I mean, this is how I like to do her cut. You gotta get creative sometimes. And not all bodies are made the same, so that's how I like to do it. So, what's going on here? Did I get too much off there? Alright, let's go underneath your arm. And I'm going to cut more off here. It's going to come into the arm over here. Like that. I'll get more of the arm off probably. So I'm going to come in first, fluff this up. Same thing, I want to do this leg. Come straight down. Oops, sorry, hon. Go like a shake, fluff and shake. Tap, tap. Go straight down. Sit down and come blend this here. Blend this in. Put that in like that. Take some of that off. Blending just means that it's going to get shorter and shorter as you get to the shortest part, right? There you go. Lift this back up. Something's funny here. Use these. No, I'm going to use these. When you get into the soft coats, it's not always easy to cut with this. You know, it's not always easy to cut with your blenders. Blend that into. Just want this to be a part of the leg here. It's all about watching what you're doing and some back and forth for sure. I'm going to do the front and then I'll do the rest in fast forward. I'll show you how I do my front part. Turn her around here. Sits it, hits it. So, get your leg, put your head up. See? Her head's going down. I don't want her to catch the scissors. Up, up, up. Keep your head up, my lady. That beard, I don't want to catch that beard either. Chop. Again, as usual, place your dog. And always wait a few seconds. Once you've placed your pup, wait a few seconds. Just wait, hold, wait a few seconds. Don't pull as much. Show her that you're holding her lightly. You're not going to hurt her. Then, to the other side. Again, this is how I groom her. There are different ways to do these cuts. I'm holding her arm at her elbow, holding it straight out so that I can do a nice straight cut in the front. And they tell me, oh, was that a burp? Excuse me. That was a burp. She gave me a really nice burp. Foot down, this up, fluff this up a bit, and I'm going to come in and blend all of that in. Okay? Because I want this to be a part of her leg. Okay? Blend it in with the blendings. Shears here. I'm going to finish this off later with my less aggressive thinners, blenders. Okay. Okay. Just got all of this thrown out. Let's take some of that out. You want to go with these? We'll try these. I'm just going to stay in the same angle that her chest is, and I'm just going to take a little bit off. Okay, just a little. See how that looks. Let's do it again. Coming in underneath. It's got like a, reminds me of a little chicken. A chicken chest. Take all of that out here. I'm going to fluff that again. And what I'll do is I'll take these and I'm going to see how it comes straight like that. It's like a triangle. It's flat like this and then flat like that. Well, I want to round that out. I want to get rid of this edge here. Let's get rid of that edge. Soften it up a bit. Okay? So this side is pretty much done. And in here, I'm going to blend this in from the shortest to the longer, and I'll probably come in with my other shears if I need to. Her leg here needs a little more work. You know, you always got to come back in, and there's always more adjustments. And oh, if there's a hair that's not in place, see how this curls upwards? See this here? There's a curl coming up. That curl. I don't want that. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that curl. See, it's gone. Just cut the top off. Okay? Blend, 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 blend. The blending's never done. Blending is never done. Okay. Ay, caramba. Look at that. There's more there. All right. Alrighty then. Now look at the size of that paw and that paw. So let's do this paw, this leg. Take some of this off. I'm going to stand her up for this though. And I'm going to continue, and I'll see you at the end of this part. So for the inside of the legs, I'll just come straight down like that. She does have some waves and some little curls. Yeah, that was combed out properly. But yeah, so just bring it all up and out. And then I go in the inside with my scissors placed just parallel to the table approximately. Sometimes I can be in an angle. And here, same thing. Follow the leg, down in. So you'll always have this here. This is always something you gotta work with. Try to make it follow that leg. Okay? And combing down is a good idea also. I'm always combing up, but when you comb down, you can see where you've got scissor marks, or so you're always gonna have some scissor marks. Just try to blend it out. Try to get rid of it with your blenders. If you're using straight scissors, you're definitely going to have some marks. See, follow the leg. You can pull everything on one side if you want. That helps too to get everything done equally. Then they'll start walking, and then I'm going to have parts where hanging out on the wrong side. The hair's going to hang out on the wrong side. Okay, what I'm saying. Yeah. All right. So I gotta shave her belly. Gotta shave your belly, girlie. So she's got some extra here that I couldn't get with the shaver, so I'm coming with a smaller tool here, smaller scissors, and I'm going to just lightly skim over her little itty bitty bum. Toss everything over with my scissors. It's not working enough. You can come in lightly with your comb. That seems good enough. That seems good enough. So we're almost done, guys. All I did was, when you're cutting for the eyes, always try to cut away from the eye. And if you want a meaner look, go from the corner of the eye, like all of this hair in front, go from the corner of the eye and come to this side of the nose, and it'll give them a meaner look. If you want a softer look, aim your scissors to come to this side of the nose, the opposite side of their eye. So I'm going to come in the corner. You got to be very careful, and I'm just aiming that scissor to come on this side. Same thing for this side here. We're going to go lightly. I'm aiming the other side of her nose because we want a softer look. I might sometimes take a tip off. Comb everything forward. Use your try to get you in closer, honey. You're okay. I have to hold you. I got scissors in my hands. I come in from the top here. This is how I do it. And I keep my scissors closed nice and tight, and I just snip, 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 coming in towards the nose. Snip, 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 keeping those teeth closed tightly. Come here, get in closer, honey. Okay, so now we're going to do corners of her eyes. Again in an angle and not flat, in a little light angle because you don't want to catch that skin. Okay, same thing on this side, in a little angle. Don't want to catch that skin. Okay, so I'm almost done. So I did the eyes. Okay, that seems not too bad. Eyes are not too bad. I'm gonna try to blend from where I dropped off with my clipper, and I'm just gonna blend that in a little. Okay. Now I'm gonna come and take her little chinny chin chin, bring everything back, all the way back. This is how I measure. Bring it all back, and I have to hold her head like this, guys. And I'm going to take whatever is at my thumb. Take that off. Just pull everything back here. Take all of that off. It looks messy, but you'll see. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to round out just a little bit, give it a softer look. I know, her mom arrived, and now she wants to go see her mom, so her mom came in. So I'm just going to come blend this in from where I shaved to this here. Usually she just lets me do this, but her mom came in and that kind of put her off here. Okay, so from here to here, one side, other side. Same thing. We want to go out and create this here. Come in and take just the tips off just a little bit. Nice and soft, and come blend this in on the sides, on the side of her face. Side of her eye. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. I may take a little off here because I don't find it to be nice and equal. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that, round that out, okay? Like that. That's pretty good. Yeah, I know, Anna, you saw your mom. So I'm going to shade the ears now. And I have to pluck her ears. And then that'll be it. Will it be it? We need to take a picture too. So the top, I go away from the flap of her ear, away, this way. Same thing for the other side, away, that. Same thing on this side. I'm gonna go hold that flap. You never want to go down into the ear. Now for this side here, she likes that all that hair goes, right? You do the same thing, go away. Same thing here. And I'm going to go right in front of her ear lightly. Just going to take the edge here. I'm still in an angle, I'm not going straight down. Do the same thing on this side. Away, and away, in front of the ear, lightly. Take some out like that in a little angle. There. Okay. So now I'm going to come and cut, pull all of that hair out. Keep your fingers touching that leather, okay? You gotta keep your fingers touching the leather. And you cut in front of your fingers. She's moving around her. Here, I can see right through the hair where it's at. Just pull it out. There. Get the other side too, honey. Whoops. Watch it. Watch it. I'm sorry. I went and I pulled and she missed her foot there. Sorry, little girl. Don't move too much. Mom likes these ears really nice and sharp. Tip here, still recording. I keep checking something, my phone goes off for no reason. Turns off for no reason. Alright, so we're going to pluck her ears. She doesn't have much, but Mom really likes that ear to be nice and clean. So I like to put the ear powder on the table and not in the ear. So I put it on the table like that, see, over here. Put it on the table. I have it on my fingers, and then I'll come in and pluck. I do not like to put the powder directly in the ear because powder can get down there and get compacted and then cause ear infections. I'm just going to pluck lightly. I'm just pulling. This doesn't hurt the dog. It's more annoying than anything. Sometimes they can yelp. Sometimes they do if they're just annoyed with me doing it, but the root is not very deep. See here, I'm gonna have to go in with my scissors because I can't get to this. Okay, I need more powder. I know, but your mom wants me to do this. Hang on, hon. Hang on. A few hairs here. You can cut them out if you want. She was just annoyed. And I'm being careful to not pull everything, but she just really doesn't have much there, so okay. Wipe my fingers a bit. We're going to do this side. We're done after, hon. Yeah. I'm going to show them a picture of you. A nice picture. Hope the picture comes out nice. Yeah. The client shows up while you're still grooming. Sometimes the dogs get too excited and we can't finish our job. And usually she'll let me do this.